Get a guaranteed increase in your Google rankings for whatever keyword you want, or pay nothing and keep all of your backlinks for free. Okay, so look, without links pointing to your website, it's practically impossible to rank highly in Google for anything, even semi-competitive, right? I mean, no matter how much keyword research or competition analysis you do, everything in SEO comes right back to the number, quality, and diversity of links pointing to you. Let me tell you a brief story that could change your expectations on how critical getting the right kinds of links to your online business is. It completely changed my mindset. So about 3 years ago, we started a weight loss website from scratch because we saw the huge market potential that it was. Plus, we love health and fitness, so for us, it was a no-brainer. Now, I knew from previous experience and some talks that I'd had with others currently in the industry that massive traffic and massive money can be made from selling a simple weight loss ebook. I'd heard from a Skype conversation about the results that this specific guy was getting by selling his weight loss ebook. And by results, by the way, I mean crazy results. They were selling 900 plus ebooks every single day at $47 a piece. That came out to $42,300 in sales. Now, granted, their payment processor was taking a percentage of that, right? And many of those sales were also coming from affiliates, but still, even if they were bringing in, let's say, 10% of that, it comes out to over $1.5 million profit per year. Okay, when I heard this, something clicked. I'd gotten a small taste of what was possible in this weight loss ebook industry. I already knew this person's website, and with that, I knew I could analyze aspects of it to determine exactly where their traffic was coming from. And on top of that, I knew I could create a sales funnel and product that, at the minimum, could match that of this website. So over the next month, I learned so much about where this website was getting its traffic. I learned that they ranked at the top in Google for many highly competitive weight loss phrases. I knew, and like I said before, high Google rankings come from links. Whoever has the most high quality links with the right link diversity and from the right sales is going to rank the highest. The key then was to figure out how to emulate what he was doing to get those high rankings. Well, from my research, I was able to figure out that his links were coming from all sorts of different places. They were coming from blogs, from Web 2.0 sites, social bookmarking sites, social networking sites, and article directories. But even further in my findings, this guy seemed to have created a very diverse linking tier. Now, what I mean by this is that he had a ton of links from one large group of sites. Let's call them Tier A sites, pointing to a group of other sites, which we'll call Tier B sites. And then he had those sites pointing in various ways with varying anchor text to his money site, his weight loss site. And that's when I knew that I was going to be able to get my website to the top of Google and essentially overpower his site, or at the very least, my other competition. I quickly spoke with the programming team to figure out how I could automate such an in-depth, crazy diverse linking structure for my site. And at first, they thought I was nuts, thinking that this could be easily done automatically, and to make it usable in as much of a non-techie way as they could for me. Well, after talking with them a little bit more, we were convinced that we could set this up automatically. It was just going to take my team a little bit of time, which I was okay with because I knew I would be able to use this same exact concept over and over and over again on all of my sites. So, up front, it was well worth the time and money to develop. The months that followed were incredible, to say the least. The amount of traffic that we soon started getting from solely ranking for 2 keywords was higher than I ever would have imagined. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of unique, targeted visitors per day from just 2 keywords. And even better, I was saving money because I wasn't paying someone to manually get links from article directories and website directories, forum profiles, social bookmarking websites, Web 2.0 websites, and so on. After letting the software automate much of the initial setup process, I literally spent 10 minutes writing some paragraphs of text, adding it to my software, plugging the links in, and away it went. The more time that went by, the higher I'd rank. The higher I'd rank, the more traffic and the more money the website would make. Through this, plus learning from things post-Panda and Penguin, I realized the insane power of link diversity, from adjusting anchor text links on high authority websites all the way down to lower level forum links. And like I mentioned earlier, once I got a taste of what's possible, I became obsessed with the potential. In the process of my obsession, I partnered with another SEO, and we were able to rank highly in Google for nearly any word we wanted. And the cool thing about it is, our strategy works for all search engines, including YouTube. In fact, we ran a test a few months ago to see if we could rank #1 for the most competitive word we could think of on YouTube. And guess what? We hit the #1 spot in less than a month. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Okay, at this point, you're probably wondering why I'm telling you this. Well, in the past, we've created many powerful SEO link-getting programs and services, not just for our private use, but for a select group of other users too. Our SEO services have worked not just for us, but for our users too. In fact, take a look at some of these example ranking results from many of our users. Like Steve, who was able to get his primary keyword and secondary keyword to #2 in Google in under 1 month, and started getting 200 visitors per day as a result. And here's one from James, who went from practically nowhere on Google all the way up to #3. Alex has more than tripled his amount of traffic from his increased rankings. And here's one where the Google rankings went from #54 all the way to the #3 spot. Now, because of these insane results, we decided to build a massive link building, link getting software that any person can use to increase their Google rankings. And we named it Backlink Beast, because it's truly a beast of a link building software. And even better, it's incredibly easy to use with our 5-step process. Check this out. Step 1, create email addresses, fully automated. Step 2, create accounts on sites where Backlink Beast submits your content and builds links. Again, fully automated. Step 3, verify your email addresses and activate accounts from step 1 and 2. Fully automated. Step 4, enter your content to be submitted with your links in it. Fully automated. Plus, it accepts spin formats and unlimited keywords. And finally, step 5, press start. Come back in a few minutes and grab your Backlink Beast link report. You guessed it, fully automated. So a few months ago, we had a team using Backlink Beast for a few beta users just to see what sort of results we could get in various niche markets, right? Well, they gave our team their website address and keywords they wanted to rank highly in Google, and our team then spent a couple of minutes plugging them into Backlink Beast, setting up the scheduler, and then tracked their ranking results over the course of a few months. And the results were exactly like I would have expected. Every single one of them increased in their rankings. In fact, some moved up several pages, some hit page 1, and some even jumped to the top when previously they weren't even within the top 100 on Google. Take a look at some of these ranking screenshots to see just a few of the results these websites achieved in a couple very short months. This website went from ranking outside the top 100 all the way to ranking #3. And this one went from the second page of Google up to the top 5 in just 2 weeks. Okay, and here's one that increased rankings from what I like to call no man's land, deep on page 2, up to the top 5 ranking, and is now getting a lot more traffic. These websites would have ranked even higher had we spent a few more minutes analyzing, changing some on-page factors and so on, but because we had other important things to do, and we tend to get lazy sometimes, we did the bare minimum. Needless to say, Backlink Beast works extremely well at building the kinds of links and the link diversity that Google loves and rewards. I know these test websites are seeing exponentially more traffic than they were a couple of months ago, and I'm confident that using Backlink Beast can transform any business, no matter the niche market. In fact, check this out. One of our clients sent us his PayPal earnings screenshots for 3 consecutive months, thanking us for the increased rankings. These earnings screenshots come from the time he started to see higher rankings and more traffic. More traffic really does equate to more income. Check this out. Here's December, and here's the following month in January. Over $6,400. And after just 12 days in February, he made over $4,000 and was on pace to earn over $10,000. That's an increase in monthly earnings by nearly 100% in just 3 months. Now, can I guarantee this will happen every time? No, I obviously can't guarantee results like this. But what I can say is that we've seen these kinds of crazy ranking increases on many of our own websites and our user sites. It's very common. Okay, back to the story I told you about at the beginning of this video. The software that our team developed ended up costing us thousands of dollars and several months of our time. Plus, there have been ongoing development costs to maintain the software with the changing SEO world, which I was well aware of before I created it. I knew that the increased rankings and traffic I would get to our websites would totally offset the cost of development. While the original system gave me great results, it was pretty clunky, and there were definitely some things that I knew could be improved upon to increase my results. Originally, it wasn't developed for the public, but just for my private use. So I was okay with it not being pretty and user-friendly. But I've always wanted to build a near-perfect, I say near-perfect because we're always improving things, right? Okay, but I've always wanted to build a near-perfect link-building software. And because of the events I spoke about earlier, I'm able to say that is exactly what we've been able to do with the brand new Backlink Beast. In order to build my complete software, it not only had to work extremely well and be incredibly user-friendly, but it needed to be affordable. And it can't be complete or near perfect if it's too expensive for the average marketer to use. So, to keep things simple, know that Backlink Beast can work for any website, any niche, and any keyword. Backlink Beast was built for all internet marketers, not just those that are already making a killing online. And know that you can get access to Backlink Beast not for the $1,000 plus mentioned earlier, and not even for half that price at $500. In fact, you can get instant access for less than 1% of that price. For the first 7 days, you can get full access for just $7. And then, even better, during this limited time release period, you can get Backlink Beast for 50% off when you choose the one-time payment option below. A discount this large will likely never be made available again. Plus, if for some weird reason you want to cancel after the trial period or the first month, I'll refund your payment and you can keep all of the links you've built from Backlink Beast. All you have to do is submit a support ticket asking us to cancel your account. It's an obvious no-risk, no-brainer. I'm very confident that once you see the number of links that Backlink Beast will automatically get you, the price is going to be pocket change. So, go ahead and click the Add to Cart button below to get access to the only link building software you'll ever need. And I'll see you in the members area.